Well, we don't like to think about it, but accidents can happen, and when they do, you want to make sure you're prepared and protected. Here with advice is Tara Gilmore Lowe, attorney at law. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Stacey.
So you're going to be a regular guest on here, just giving us tips and advice. But first, let's give a little background on your law firm and kind of what you specialize in.
Sure. We are a relatively new law firm. We opened about 6 months ago. I've been practicing in Abilene for a little over 5 years. I was born and raised here in this area. I was born and raised in Clyde. And came back to Abilene after law school and been here since.
And so you do mostly personal injury. So talk to us what first-party insurance kind of means.
Okay. So first-party insurance is coverage that you have on your own auto policy. It's typically referred to as UIM, PIP, MedPay coverage, things like that. Coverage is uninsured motorist coverage, and that comes into play when another driver who may hit you doesn't have any coverage. Underinsured motorist coverage is another type of first-party insurance that comes into play when the other party who hits you doesn't have enough insurance coverage. And then there's a couple of others. PIP, you'll sometimes hear commonly referred to as personal injury protection, and then medical payments coverage is also there. And
so talk to us a little bit about why it's so important to make sure you do look at your insurance policy to make sure you are covered for all of this should an accident happen.
Okay. Well, like you said, unfortunately accidents do happen, and you do have to take steps to protect yourself. And so one of the ways that I would encourage anyone to do that is to look at your own policy this year and make sure that you have that coverage, because in the event someone hits you and they do not have any insurance, that's the uninsured motorist coverage, you can look to your own policy to cover your injuries and your lost your lost wages and things of that nature. By that same token, if that person who hits you doesn't have enough insurance coverage, you can look to your own policy to cover any excess benefits, lost wages, things of that nature. And so, you know, people out there might think, oh, it's the law, you have to have insurance. Not always the case. Talk to us about how many people really might not even have insurance at all and are getting away with it. You know, unfortunately, I'm seeing it a lot more lately, and I don't know why. I don't know what's causing it. Insurance is expensive, and it's hard to keep. And so a lot of people just don't take the same responsibility that they should, and they don't carry the coverage. And that's why I really encourage everyone to look at their own policy and protect themselves. It's kind of like health insurance. You've got to protect yourself. And so, you know, how can people check this easily if they're looking through their insurance policy and they're like, this is a whole jumbled mess, I don't know what any of this means? Where's the best place to take it to or make sure that you're getting what you really need? Okay. If you have an agent that you work with regularly, go talk to your agent and tell them, look, I want to make sure I have this coverage. If you don't, you just work through a carrier, look at your declarations page. Your declarations page is going to tell you all of the types of coverage on that policy, the amounts, the limits, all of that. And then talk to your carrier and say, I want to add this, I want to add this, you know, whatever it is. And it's just a few dollars a month to add these coverages. So I would highly encourage you to look at that policy. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show today. We look forward to working with you. I'm sure I will learn a lot of things as well as our viewers out there. So thank you for coming on today. Thank you, Stacey. All right. If you would like to contact the Lowe Law Firm, they are located at 613 Hickory Street. You can give them a call at 455-1889 or go to lowlawfirm.com.